Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oraichain Testnet Launch Livestream. I'm Linh Phan. Tonight, I'm going to play the MC role of this webinar. And like all the participants here, I'm so curious about the information that our speaker will share today. Especially besides the aim that introduce the Oraichain Testnet and answer all the questions of the audience, we also have some attractive airdrops for the 15 lucky participants. So please stay until the last of the live stream to get the present. It can be up to $40 for each person who gives us the interesting question. You can send us the question directly on the chat box to be explained and become our lucky audience. Actually, before the live stream, we have received a lot of questions relating to the business model and technical info. Please be noticed that our biggest airdrops are only intended for 5 members who has the most interesting question. So, if you didn't send us any question, don't hesitate to show it during the live stream. We will send the details of how to get your airdrop in the chat box, so please check for more information. Our live stream just lasts for about 30 minutes, and I hope all of you will feel free and enjoy. Thank you. And now the live stream is officially begin. Please don't lose your attention because right now we will meet the Dr. Chung Dao, CEO and the co-founder of the team. And another special speaker, I must mention the Mr. Duc Pham, CPO and the co-founder from the Oraichain. Hi, Mr. Chung and Mr. Duc. I'm so glad to be here today listening your sharing about the Oraichain project. So I would give you the first question to Dr. Chung. Can you tell me and all the audience some overview of Oraichain project?
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you, Mr. Linh. So I'm Chung, CEO and co-founder of Oraichain. So we are a team supporting the development of Oraichain networks. So in the future, is Oraichain must be managed by the DAO maintainers using the Oraichain tokens governance. So is Oraichain stands for Oracle Artificial Intelligence for Blockchains. So as our best knowledge, Oraichain the first Oracle AI on the world. So so you can find is our Oraichain's white paper on oraichain.io, and also our Oraichain development source code is also available on GitHub. So okay, so let me explain. So why is very briefly, maybe in some several minutes, so you can understand. So what is the Oraichain? So why is conventional blockchain? It doesn't include the AI models. So current smart contracts cannot run the AI model since it's impossible to integrate an AI model in a smart contracts. So there are several reasons. The first one is strictly smart contract always follows very strict rules in which its input must be 100% accuracies. So but the AI model it cannot give sub accuracy. For example, in face recognition or price predictions. So Oraichain have to lose some aspect of strictness to obtain the better functionality and user experience. And the second reason is environments. So smart contract is typically written in high-level programming language like Solidity and Rust, but AI model is typically written in Python and Java. And the data size. So smart contract often is that very small storage that it helps to reduce the transaction fees like in the Ethereum. But the size of the AI model is typical, it's very huge and quite big in order to fit in the smart contracts. And okay, so let me to explain. So exactly, so what we are trying to developing now. So we offer some kind of AI service. So the first one is we call the Oracle AI. So the Oraichain is enable smart contract to securely access external AI APIs. And the second one we will also implement now is the AI marketplace. So user can search, trial, and select from the library of AI algorithms created by the community of service providers. And yeah, so if we can integrate the AI service into your applications, both the app and regular applications. And the other feature like AI publishers and ORAI staking and also request on demand. So we also going to implement in the futures. But I think the most other thing is we call the ORAI DAOs. So that means you are a governor of your product, and is Oraichain that for communities and should be governed and monitored by communities. And okay, so let's see a little bit about what we are going now for our development of Oraichains. So in the finger here is AI products provider and test case provider play very important roles in the AI service and their qualities. And we also going to release the first use case Oraichains. So we call that is the YAI. So that kind of yield farming using the AI service on Oraichains. So so let's see. So in the seed sale days, so we will show is our first use case is yield farming. So that is MVP versions. So unlike the waifus, it depends on a crowdsourcing based strategy, but our YAI is the guest strategy from the AI provider on Oraichains. So strategies on AI provider could be both data driven and waifu copying optimizations. So yeah, in the product versions, so ORAI will be used as ORAI token will be used as the governance tokens on the YAI. And if we compare to Band's protocol and Chainlink, so the Oraichain is focusing on AI APIs, and we're checking the test case in order to improve the quality of AI APIs. So let's see. So what is the member in our teams? So I'm CPO. So I'm got my PhD from University of Tokyo, and I have 8 years in experience as an entrepreneur and also the blockchain researchers. And Mr. Tao is CTO, so he had 5 years in cryptocurrency and blockchain developments. And Mr. Duc, so he also here on our live streams. So he's CPO, and he has 3 years in blockchain developments. So moreover, we are in our team, we have 2 scientists in AI and blockchains, and also the Mr. Linh here. So he is head of our business developments. And okay, so in our roadmap, so you can see that our seed sale will start in the end of this month in 25th September, and we will do the private sale from October and November, and the next version of Testnet and AI marketplace and YAI use case will be released. So the public sale and mainnet will be held next year in January. So that kind of briefly the introductions of our Oraichains. So hope you can understand. So well. So thank you. So maybe the next one should be the main part of today, our testnet launch.
Okay, so there are some members are not be here tonight. I hope that in the next live stream, the whole team can join with us. That's all the sharing of Dr. Chung about the overview of the Oraichain. Now we can take a few seconds relax before the Mr. Duc tell us about tell more detail about the testnet and its demo. Please don't forget that we are always ready to give you the airdrops with an interesting question. And now let's come back with a handsome speaker, Mr. Duc. Hi, Mr. Duc. Can you tell me about the Oraichain testnet?
All right. Thank you, Ms. Linh. Um, Hello, everyone. My name is Phan. I'm the CPO and one of the co-founders of Oraichain. And so it's our pleasure to do the live stream session explaining how Oraichain works and what our roadmap is, and as well as the possible use cases. So as you have listened to the Oraichain introduction from Dr. Chung, so now it's my turn to present to you a quick demonstration of the network. So I'm going to share my screen. So you can see, I'm going to show you the Explorer first. Can you guys see my screen now? I'm opening the Explorer. So as you can see, the testnet is currently in the block height of 2,508. There are currently 3 validators. There are roads, VChain, and PWS. Each has a specific voting power. These figures are very important since they will be the main percentage of how the validators will be committing or proposing the block. So if the validator has a high voting power, it is likely that the validator will propose and commit more blocks. I'm going to show you now here. Here are the list of the release blocks. As you can see, with the VChain validator, it has 500 voting power, so it has a lot of committed blocks, and as a result, it receives more rewards. On the other hand, the TWS validator has only a few blocks committed. So yeah, so you need to put more stakes, aka more tokens, into the validators to increase their voting powers. All right. So for the average blocking time, it is about 5 seconds. And now I'm going to show you how to create an account so you can interact with the network. Here I have already prepared a local node which connects to the testnet. As you can see, the height is synchronized with the with the block height in the Explorer. And now we are going to create a new account so you can use. Let's see. I'm going to type. We'll type here keys at maybe a name, maybe my name, for example. And as you can see here, a local account has been created. However, this account has not been broadcast to the network yet. When we try to query, here's the VChain node, I suppose. And when you try to query, that account, I can assure you that we cannot find it. Yeah, as you can see, the account with this address does not exist. So what do we do now? So in order to broadcast this account to the network, we need to send it some tokens, and that is what we are going to do next. I'm trying to send to this newly account some tokens. We are going to use this local account which has already been broadcast. Here's the account of the local one we have just created, and let's see, let's send it some ORAI tokens, maybe 10,000. Oh, here 10,000 ORAI from this local account. and we need to insert some transaction fees. This transaction fee is set by each validator. Some maybe doesn't want to charge anything, so yeah, this one possible case. For this validation node, the fee, the gas price is roughly 0.025 ORAI, and the minimum fee gas is 5,000 ORAI. And we can try to send a message, broadcast this message to the network, and we have received a transaction hash. And now we try to query the network, query the account again. And as you can see, the account has been acknowledged by the network. We can also use this command to query in our local one, and it will be still working. Yeah. Next, I'm going to show you how to create a new Oracle script. So the Oracle script is is one of the key points of the Oraichain, as it will be the some kind of like the middleman to control the flow of the AI requests. Currently, the flow is still under development, so I'm not going to fully demonstrate how it works. I'm just going to show you how to create and edit the Oracle script apps, as well as the data sources and the test cases. So let's create a new Oracle script, shall we? Let's see. I have prepared a script here, so it will be fast. Here. We will be using the exact account that we have created. I'm going to hide this. Okay, nice. We have named it differently. Since I have already created some of them, so the name should not be identical. Let's say we try to create a new testing. Here's the script file in my local. Any provider should create some kind of scripts so that they can deploy it into the network. Here is an example of the script, and we are going to broadcast this onto the chain. All right. It should here. The script is updated, and it should be broadcast to this node as well. We can check. Here is the O testing. O is the fix for Oracle script, and we can validate it by checking the transaction hash. You can see here, here is the full transaction height transaction hash. We can also confirm this on Testnet, on the Explorer here. Okay. We can also edit the Oracle script. I'm just going to do this quick since we don't have much time. Let's see. I'm going to copy this. It will is going to be just a minor changes. Let's get this script instead. If I type the same name, so this name will not be changed. We can just edit, right? And it should be fine. Let's wait a few minutes. Let's just wait a few seconds. And here we go. The script has been changed to something else. All right. One more thing is that the token allocation after each block, we can actually check the distribution. So currently the community pool is 900 tokens, but when we edit the script, it will increase accordingly to the fee. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the amount of tokens in this account has been run out. I've only sent it like 10,000, and we have already spent all of them, and now there is insufficient funds. All right. So that is for my demonstration. I'm going to start my sharing, and next if you have any questions, feel free to ask on the chat box or fill in the Google form. And now I'm going to pass it to to Dr. Chung.
Okay, before we answer the question, so let's show me briefly is our kind of the seed sale tokens on this Fridays, so this week. And okay, so in this token sales, so we hope can have 100 participants, so can is allowed to buy our ORAI tokens. So our token will be issued in 8 rooms. So it follows the EIC's 20s, and the name should be the ORAI. So you can see our token name here. So the price, so we put here is 0.081 US dollar, and we hope that we can raise the funds around 70,000. So and the minimum and the maximum the personal cap those each participant can buy is 700 US dollar, and we accept the Etherums and USDTs. In order to I can send you our ORAI tokens. And okay, so we based on the first come and first reserves and the lottery system to choose the participants. So the first 50 participants have a right to buy the seed sale tokens. So based on the first come first reserves, and the other 50 participants will be chosen randomly. We use a lottery system here, and so after we have 100 participants, so we will check the KYCs. So we will send the email to each participants. So several countries like USA and China and Canada is not allowed to buy our ORAI tokens. So we also have the kind of detailed article on our mediums, so you can check that is the guideline of how we can buy the ORAI tokens. So thank you a lot. So so we answer some questions now. So let's check some.
Thank you, Mr. Chung, for your sharing about because the limited time, we will choose some question for the answer, and another one we will give the answer to your directly to your email. And now is the 10 minutes for the Q&A, and we receive a lot of questions during the live stream. The first one, an audience I see here is BQ Crypto. He asked you that how many percent do I get when I staking the token, and how does the FAI work, request for AI?
In our roadmap, so we put around 10 and 20% of stake when you of inflation. So when you stake your ORAIs in our ORAI chains, so you can get from 10 until 20% of reward tokens. So when our mainnet runs. So
Thank you, Mr. Chung. Yes, anyone else you want to share in?
Yeah, let me check other question. So from Eduard guys, so he said that we plan to have a fixed number of tokens. Yes, we have 86 million of number of tokens. So you can see from our some kind of ORAI token release schedule here. So at the beginning, so we just release is just less than 1% of tokens, and most of our token is for ecosystem. It's meant for validator. So that kind of reward for validator and AI provider, and also the test case provider. So it's like the incentive token for our ecosystem, and also for the foundation. So that is for kind of development of the some the D app related to our projects. And yeah, so our team that make up less than 17% of tokens. So we will keep our token locked in 4 and 5 years until 5 years. So we hope that our project will running well and in next 5 years. So at least. Okay, so another question from Baku Crypto. So if I'm a validator, so what I can get? Yeah, you can get the ORAI tokens, and for you play your role like a validators. So validator in our ecosystem will do the block creations and also do the validate the AI APIs, and you check the AI provider for their quality. So and then you can get the ORAI token for the transaction fee. So yeah, so very interesting question for which exchange. So I'm going to list the ORAI. So far we are discussing with some partner. So we now have planned to do some kind of our token listing on some several exchanges. So maybe we start with some Korean exchange. So it quite limit to the Korean investor. And then so we also now consider the unit swaps and some Gate.io to list our token first in the decentralized exchange. And after that, we go to for the exchange, the centralized exchange, like some very famous like Binance. And okay, so let's answer the question from yes. So we have a kind of the DeFi product in based on our Oraichains. So you can see that is in our white kind of here's our use case. The first use case will be also released in this Fridays, and this play a role like yield farming. So we get the input from our Oraichains. So based on the AI provider, so they give us kind of the fee and the yield optimization and price predictions, and based on that information, so we do generate the smart contract. So the user can just choose the class, the smart contracts, and then they can have a landing automatically to get the best yield. Okay, so yeah, what is the price of ORAI tokens as a private and the public sale? So in the ORAI team expected. So so far we hope that is our ORAI token can get the better price in our private sale and also public sale. The reason our development now is going very well. So we can see that we already have the testnet launch up now, and we can have another launch testnet in the beta version in next month, and maybe in the end of the November or around October and November, and also some kind of MVP of AI marketplace, and our use case of farming also is now quite implemented very well, and we hope that is based on our progress of projects. So our ORAI tokens price will be going up. Okay, so let's check another question, another question from the Edu guys. So we'll implement the ranking notation system for AI publisher. Yes, it's sure. So we based on our AI marketplace, and also based on the reputation of the transaction and quality. So how many times is one AI provider? So they run their transactions. They run the request. So based on the number of requests they already handle, so we can rank the AI provider and also the test case provider. And in our AI publisher, so we try to make an ecosystem of everybody can host and can run their AI API easily on our kind of Oraichains as well. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think that is the last questions I see in our chat box. So if you have any questions, so you can ask now. So our team will try to answer. Okay. Okay, maybe not, right? So yeah, so now we also do the airdrop. So just to write your emails and some kind of random number. So and then I think that the number of participant today is less than 50. So maybe you don't need to worry. So all of you so we will receive the airdrop. I hope so. So let's just write your emails, and we can contact you later.
Yeah. Thank you, Chung, for your answer and your sharing. And now we almost reached the end of the live stream, and I would like to recap the contents of the entire section. Until now, we know that the Oraichain is a public blockchain that uses Oracle to aggregate and connect AI APIs to smart contracts and applications. The network is currently being developed by a supporting team, but in the future, the ORAI token holders will be the ones managing the network. About the roadmap, some important dates are seed sale, YAI Infra, and production version, private and the public sale, the Origin mainnet. The detail of this event will be released soon, and also on our official website on orai.io. About the Oraichain Testnet, there are 3 validators in total with a 5-second block. The user not only can freely create accounts to participate in the network, but they can also create and edit their Oracle script, data source, and the test case. Regarding to the token economies, in the beginning, we are using an ERC20 tokens to issue the ORAI token on the Ethereum network. After that, the mainnet is launched, and we will have the ORAI native token as well. The total supply for the ERC20 ORAI is 86 million. When we plan to host 3 different rounds to sell the ORAI tokens, which this sale, private sale, and the public sale. Please read the token economics section in the white paper for more information. Last but not least, we also mentioned about some of the possible use case why the year farming using AI service is the first one to be implemented. It's based on the joint finance that have reduced the complexity of yield trading and provide trading strategies from crowdsourcing DIO voting. Instead of using crowdsourcing knowledge, Oraichain provides a AI-based price prediction APIs as input to smart contracts. Thank you for your concerning. So we regret to inform that our live stream now ends up here. Thank you for all of your attendance and your concern. The result of the airdrop will be announced soon in our Telegram group. Please check the notice regularly and see you again. Thank you.
Bye bye, and see you at our seed sale round. So we also have a kind of very brief live stream, maybe on when we start our seed sale on Fridays. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you.